Boy, the car that everybody wanted to come and see at the De Pere Derby. We're not going to start with that one. We'll come over here. We'll talk about the disappointment of the day.
Oh, yeah, move the fender.
We'll start with this one. My Lumina. So,
Here's the rest of my wagon.
yeah, we'll ignore that. It kind of looks the same way it did when I took it there. Front's really, I mean, it moved a little bit more on this side, but not much. Let me climb up here. Hold on. Okay. I mean, you know, the hood folded down a little bit more, and this side moved a little bit more, but really it's all pretty small. Jesus, we got them packed in here a little bit. Let me try to get to the back so you can see this is the only real area that had any type of damage. I got her close enough to the garage, that's for sure.
That's pretty good.
So, let me get to this side. Maybe I can get you a little bit better angle. That's a little close. Yeah, there she is. So, we didn't have this one tucked, so I mean, she kind of blew apart, but really not horribly. I mean, the sheet metal itself is coming into the trunk. This part will pound down a little bit. That'll be fine. This frame rail's tipping down a little bit, but that's a easy push it back up. And
actually, I think that's going up. It just snapped right there.
yeah, I'd probably have to agree with you on that. So, we'll make sure that it stays going up.
Yeah, this is nice. This is what we were talking about before we went, how we wanted to put that little crease there. And it did it on its own.
It's moving just fine. So, what took me out? I'll give you a guess.
It rhymes with ool ump.
Yes, yet again, number 3 for the year. I burnt up another fuel pump. When I first started, guys, I used we bought cheap pumps. They worked great. Never had an issue with them. Now, for some reason, all those ones from the first year, they're burning up left and right. So today I ordered a Holley pump. I spent what it would cost me to get 4 of those pumps. So hopefully we'll have a little bit better success. I'm definitely getting sick of burning up fuel pumps and having that be what takes me out.
Should be endorsed by Holley by now for all fuel pumps we buy.
Well, all those ones weren't Holley.
Oh, that's good. Holley would say you don't have that problem.
Yeah, hopefully we won't have that issue anymore. So I got to make like 2 hits and then I was done. That was pretty much it. We burnt up another fuel pump. Start with the back. We'll go back here. Here's the wagon.
Took a lot of good shots right in this area.
Guys, we have never had so many people come up, what kind of car is this? God, this thing is clean. Boy, why are you wrecking this thing? Boy, that car's too clean. We found out this is an 82, actually. I thought it was an 85 or an 86 or an 87. This is an 82 AMC Concorde, for those of you that haven't heard that part yet. Everybody came up into the pits wanting to know about this. Even the inspectors. Boy, this is a really clean car. It is. Kinda. So,
the aluminum bumper. I made a couple back end hits. This is the only thing that went wrong. If you get a good look through here, we actually stamped it through.
Oh, nice.
The outside aluminum on this side.
But other than that, she bent. It didn't break it.
No,
you know?
it's actually, it bent the steel mounting plate, but the bumper is
Other than that, guys,
good.
Nothing moved.
I'm happy with those.
Alright, so now, everybody was commenting on how clean this beautiful wagon was. Ready for a magic trick? What nobody saw, and we didn't even tell you guys because we didn't want everybody in our competition to know. This car is spotless up until right there.
And lo and behold, that is what took me out.
Take a look at that. Guys, we knew going out there, this thing was disgusting on the front end. We knew that this was a drive backwards car. It is the front frame on this, there is nothing holding it together. And we knew that. But it's clean from firewall back. Drive the car backwards. It didn't work out that way. Obviously, the front end still ended up being what took us out. So, here, we'll take a look at the other side also.
The actual cause, the car still runs, the car still drives. However, in the first 30 seconds, I lost steering. I think it was a combination of what you're about to see on the other side and this fender, which is not on here now, it's right here. Took a good front end shot and it bent that down. All of this extra metal bound up in the tire.
Yeah.
That is the reason why the car would not go anymore, is because the front tires were completely locked up with sheet metal. All because obviously the frame disappeared.
So yeah, live and learn, I guess. You know, that should have been trimmed like a full-size car. We should have taken more off. Here, let's give you. Does that look a little bit oopsed? Yeah, she's definitely shifted. Yeah. So we'll take a look at this side. Even worse.
Disintegrated.
It's gone. So, what happens now? I mean, after all, we junked the front frame on a perfectly clean wagon.
This side doesn't really have... I got one good driver door shot from a buddy of ours, which was a complete accident. It was no big deal. But he was obviously up pretty high because he got me perfect right there.
Yeah, that's... All right. So yeah, this side's still pretty clean. So, Adam, this thing's junk. Going to the junkyard, right?
Absolutely not.
What are we going to do? We're going to fix it. Why? Because that's kind of what we do. Guys, this is all a pretty simple setup. I mean, you don't have a ton of wiring to worry about, and it's not built like a normal unibody. It's actually kind of strange. This top of the strut goes into the inner fender.
Which is all steel.
And it's in good enough shape. So, what would need to be fixed if we want to run this thing again?
We're going to have to find a donor, and we're going to have to replace from right here all the way up to the bumper,
right
basically. There.
Yep. Is that allowed? Ish.
Frame repair.
It's, you know, for a semi-stock show it is. I mean, it's just a matter of, it's not like we're going to stuff a, you know, quarter-inch tube down the thing and you know, build a solid front end. It's just a matter of, we'll find something that's similar. We'll find something, basically, we're going to just, you know, we're going to re-stub a mid-size car. I don't want to do this. Adam does, though, so that means that we're going to do it.
So the reason I lost steering and couldn't figure it out right away, if you can kind of see the angle of the steering gearbox, it's bound up because it's no longer attached to the frame because the frame's no longer there. So
and
it's at a stupid angle, and the pitman arm is actually stuck underneath the sway bar. So that's why we have no steering.
Yeah, she doesn't turn around good. So, but really that's the only thing that's attached to the actual frame. I mean, the cross member goes
Cross
under
member for the motor.
Goes under there, but that's about it. I mean, you know, so we should be able to put something together, and we'll Frankenstein it a little bit, and maybe, I mean, it's not going to be an AMC that we pull another frame off of, guys. You know how hard it is to find these cars, so it's not going to be an AMC that we pull that section off of, but we'll find something that's similar enough. And Adam says he still wants to run this thing this year. I think he's back into crackhead mode, but
you guys will probably see in the Derby video, there was a lot of smoke coming out of this motor. If you look at the tension that's on this vent hose, it's because it actually pulled that out of the top of the valve cover, and she was smoking pretty good right out of there. So I just stuck it back in earlier, but there was the motor was running. I should have never shut it off whenever we had the fire with the other car.
yeah. So
I spent so much time getting it started that I looked up and my flag was still up, and so I made one last hit, but apparently I had been out for about 2 minutes. So
plus, he was out for a long time. You'll hear the announcer tell him that he's out a couple times.
Mansfield, you're done. You were done a long time ago. No,
So-
Rick, I'm still going.
We will do a little bit of work on this thing. Take you along best we can. Obviously, getting this thing pieced back together. Hopefully we can. I mean, this is something that I'd love to see run again. Obviously, I mean, the back end on this thing is going to be an absolute tank. So
We've got some pretty sweet full-size cars. This is still my favorite build. This is the coolest thing. All the people. A big shout out to all the fans and everybody that had so many. I'm going to the porta potty to take a leak, and guys are stopping me on the way going, "We love your YouTube channel." That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That's as awesome as it gets, man. The amount of people that walk up and just shake your hand and say that they enjoy what you're doing. So we appreciate it. We really do. That's what makes this kind of stuff worth it. So you know, we're definitely going to keep trying to get more and more up, and this is the type of stuff that I think you guys are going to be interested in, watching us trying to take this Frankenstein and turn it back into something that we can run again and go have some more fun with. Final thought, I want to give a shout out from the One Goose family down to the Demolition Missions family. Just watched his latest video where he was talking about Big Lair having to go in, going to have some pretty serious surgery, so our thoughts are definitely with you. We're wishing you the best.
Right on.
speedy recovery down there. So thanks, guys. Watch the videos. Go back and check out the Derby. Rick put on another hell of a show, as he always does with Hollywood. So what's going to happen? This car, Adam says he's running it again. This year, he says. It's getting run again.
Not going to tell you where.
This car is getting run on Sunday. I am
bound and determined.
I am irritated that this car did to me what it did after it gave us a trophy. It shut down on 2 hits. So it's going to get a fuel pump. I'm making a trip. Adam's not coming with me for this one. I'm going to go down solo for a promoter that we don't usually run at a show I've never even been to watch. This thing's getting run again on Sunday. It better come back in pieces or else I'm going to be really angry when I do the next Aftermath video.
If it doesn't, I'm going to have a really good donor car.
There we go. Hey, we'll clip the frame off of a Lumina. How's that sound? God, wouldn't that be something? How about a unibody frame and a subframe off of a Lumina under an AMC wagon? Yeah, no thanks. That sounds like more fab than I want to do. All right, guys. Appreciate you following along. This video's definitely gotten to be long enough. We'll see you at the next one. As always,
get goosed.